Hi, this is Ellie,
I'm Emmy.
and this is Little Chicks.
So we wanted to start Little Chicks because we are constantly always
Yapping.
yapping to each
Yes.
other. So there's no reason for us to not yap to the world.
And make
So
some memories while we're doing it.
Ellie always made little home videos all the
I was
time.
the first
Yeah,
OG
you were the
YouTuber
vlogger.
vlogger. Yeah.
So we feel like it would be good to have a little actual positive digital footprint and hopefully not get canceled in the process of doing so.
Yeah, we'll try.
So we are sisters, so you will be able to pick up on that dynamic pretty early on throughout the podcast.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we just kind of wanted to make this to talk about, navigating our 20s. We're both in our 20s, creating new relationships, expanding on existing ones, and just kind of like what post grad life is. I think it's a very difficult time to be in your life, and I think it's something really important to talk about that nobody really prepares you for.
Yeah, so we can break all that down in the future.
So, without further ado, welcome to Little Chicks. Okay, before we get into the intro of everything, I feel like we need to address the elephant in the room, which is Love Island USA.
Yes, which, as we're recording, the finale comes out tomorrow night.
Yeah,
So, how do you feel about last night's episode?
I think it was the stupidest thing I've ever watched in my entire life. No, I think it's important to note that this is the first season both of us have watched. And
I've heard it's the worst season ever.
yes, I was gonna say I feel like that's not a good representation of Love Island USA. USA specifically, because I've never seen any of the other ones, so
Yeah.
I feel like we need to specify that it's definitely Love Island USA. Um, I personally never really liked Shelly and Ace, but I think as a couple, they were the strongest.
Yes, I didn't like them. Well, I like Ace more than Shelly separately, but
Yes.
together, they were so cute. And just making her read the card, and Ace, I feel like was just so content hearing her say they're going home. Like he was
Yeah,
okay with that,
but that
unfortunately.
still pisses me off.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I don't know who else I would have. I just thought that they were gonna be safe regardless. Like, I don't know.
Well, did you want them to win?
I thought they were going to win. It's not that I
You did say
wanted
that,
them.
yeah.
I literally said that last night before we watched the episode. Like,
Yeah.
I think Ace and Shelly are gonna win. And it's not that I wanted them to win, but I think that they definitely deserve to be in the finale.
Well, if you think back to a couple episodes when they were like doing that ranking,
They
a lot
got
of them were
yeah,
towards the end.
yeah. I just
So,
okay, I feel like we should note on the like people that are in the finale.
okay, go ahead.
Iris and Pepe, I love them both individually. I can see them working the most outside of the villa out of everybody.
Because I feel like compared to everyone else, they have the most normal lives.
Yes, but
If
I
that makes
also feel like
sense.
maybe they're just kind of connected because of their past
Issues
experiences. Yeah.
at the yeah.
And I'm kind of worried that that's like they're kind of just doing it to make
But
it
honestly,
through.
how many people stay together after they leave?
True, that is true.
Like,
Actually, apparently last season, all of the finalists were are still together.
yeah. And after this season, I'm gonna go back and watch last season.
Yeah.
Just because I've heard that's the best season ever.
Yeah. I love Pepe. I think he is an unproblematic king, and I love Iris.
He's hot. Yeah. She's hot. They're cute
She
together.
is.
At first, I was like, but she's pretty.
I love Iris.
And she's just weird, like
I love
quirky,
her.
weird. Yeah.
Um,
Chris and Huda.
I'm a Huda stan.
They did her production has done her dirty.
Yes, and I've been a Huda stan from the very beginning.
Me too,
even with
yeah.
Jeremiah, and I feel like they do her dirty a lot. I think Chris grounds her very well, but after seeing the way that he's been looking at her the past couple episodes,
You're
and again,
worried?
this could be production. This could all be production. But I don't know, like, they were sitting at the table last night. They were talking about their highs and lows. He didn't even mention Huda. Like, did not even mention her at all. And he even said, like, is there anything else? No, I don't think so. And I just
Oof.
don't, yeah, I don't know. But again, maybe he mentioned her and production cut it out.
Yeah,
We
like
don't know.
there's only so much they can fit in one episode. Like
Yeah.
they're recorded all the time, so you can't put that all in one episode. So yeah.
Let's talk about Nick and Alandria. What do you think? What are your, because I'm very passionate about that, so I need to hear what you think.
Well, we're not
first.
even gonna discuss the elephant in the room of Tiara going home. She's old news. We're not bringing her name. We're not whatever.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So I like Alandria. I like how she admitted she's happy for Taylor and Clark. She just didn't like how Taylor handled it, which I totally
I
get.
agree as well. Yeah.
And I think her outburst was
Needed.
valid.
I
Yeah.
do too. I agree.
So I like Alandria. I mean, yeah, she kind of tells
I
business.
don't like how she did Huda, I will admit,
Yeah.
but they were both mature enough to kind of discuss it.
Mhm.
And if Huda's good, I'm good. Like,
Which I did see something where it's like Hoodie feels like, because everyone, like, she told everyone about her and Jeremiah all the time, and
yeah.
that came out like
So she wanted to confide
bad.
in one person.
Yeah, and then she can't even tell anyone. Like, she hasn't told anyone about Chris. I just think that's sad.
Yeah. They've done her so dirty. What do
Yeah.
you think of Nick? What's your perception of Nick?
Nick's just a little horn dog. He really is.
I love Nick though. Like
Yeah,
his
he seems sweet.
personality, he has been my favorite from the very beginning. Favorite guy from the very beginning.
Yeah, honestly, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, he looks like no, like a lot of issue. Like, I don't know. He just looked happy
Yeah,
to be
and
alive, and I
I
like
think
that.
it's so funny. I know we're not going to mention her, but I think it's so funny to see all these edits of him with Alandria versus him
This
with
whole
Sierra.
time,
Literally this
since
whole
the
time.
beginning, because
I think it's
Alandria kissed him
hilarious. Yes.
the first episode.
Yeah, I am a Nick Alandria stan.
Mm-hmm.
I do not agree with the people that are like, oh, they're just together because it's convenient. They
Yeah,
both
they're
said
the
that there are no
last
feelings.
two. Yeah.
No, it's they were both in their own relationships and wanted to cater to those relationships and kind of baby those. And if you were in a relationship with somebody, you wouldn't go kiss another person and be like, "Ooh, I like you better." Like you're still gonna think about
Yeah.
like that past person you've been
Especially, I
with.
can imagine being in that type of environment where you're
Exactly.
just doing whatever, whoever.
Yeah. I think we need to talk about our queen, Amaya Papaya.
Love her and
I
Brian.
love Amaya.
Yeah,
But
she's so sweet.
I've seen some TikToks that are like, I don't feel right about Brian. And I don't know if I agree
I
with
saw
that.
that too, and I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
y'all stop. Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
Because even he was saying, like, she lives in New York, he lives in Boston, like, it's closer. Like, he was
Yeah.
already talking about that.
Well, did you see that Nick's mom invited Alandria over for dinner and was already asking her what she wanted for dinner?
Oh, Lord,
And
no.
Nick was like, yeah, you're gonna have to tell her, like, and she was like, oh no, I already told her I'm gonna be there. Like,
Oh? Okay.
I think they fit. Oh, he's just so much hotter when he's with Alandria too.
Oh, no, I saw this edit where
Oh
it
my
was like,
gosh.
he was talking to, who we won't mention, and, like, he was just, like, sad. And then someone's like,
Yeah.
the Alandria literally brings the light back into his eyes.
No, you can see it.
Yeah, and it is crazy.
You can literally see it. My man took his shirt off for her
And
when
gave
she
it
was
to
cold.
her. Yes. Which I have seen a lot of people, um, like, it's so cold there at night, and, like,
Yeah.
you said, that
Vanna.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so hot, and, like, they lose so much weight, which they
Yeah.
have. Like, Huda definitely has slimmed up.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's
saying
also
that as an
stress.
example. Oh,
For
100%.
sure, because she's been through the ringer, that poor
Yeah,
girl.
and you don't know, like, the time of day. I just think that's crazy.
Yeah. No, I want Amaya and Brian to win. I really hope. I think with them, not getting political, but I think with them both being Latino in this time of age
Would be iconic.
would be iconic. I think would be
Yes.
awesome. And I support anything Amaya does. I think she's a sweetheart, and I think Brian matches her energy so well.
Yes. Are we missing someone?
No. Iris and Pepe, Nick and Alandria, Chris and Huda, Amaya and Brian. There's 4 finalists.
Oh, yeah, dang.
Yeah.
Anyway, I loved, back to Ace and Shelly. I loved Ace in the baby challenge. Like, he was so
He's
cute.
funny.
And I've seen all that. Like, he's just so sweet.
I liked Ace in the beginning, and I told you, I was like, if I was in that villa, I would go after Ace immediately. But I think they kind of portrayed him kind of bad. Like,
as, like, a ringleader.
yeah.
But when you have that type of, like, group of people, there's always going to be naturally a leader.
And that's what he said,
if that's
too, whenever he
him,
called
then
himself
that's
5'10".
him. Yeah. But I don't think that's anything wrong with that. I think Jeremiah was butthurt, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Austin's not helping the situation either, because somebody had asked him, like, about the, like, puppets or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And he was like, not gonna say anything.
Austin's a problematic king, but honestly, he was funny. Like the
He's funny.
Megan the twerk off and whatever, that was funny. I was
I
cracking
think
up.
Nick was the funniest in that, but
Yeah. His facial expressions, sure.
Yeah. I could not survive in the villa.
You can't survive in any heat, first off.
No,
and then prancing around all day in a bikini?
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Like, what do they wear?
I would have to wear a sweat set.
Yeah, and sweat to death. I love how they, like, switch outfits. Like, that one plaid jacket
Oh
Every
my
single person
gosh.
has worn that jacket, and I think it's so cute.
No, what's so funny is Nick was wearing that light pink Aritzia jacket. I don't know if it was last episode or
Yes.
the one before that. Hannah commented on a TikTok and was like, "That's my jacket."
She
I
left it
guess she
there.
left it there.
Oh,
And
that's
he
so
was
funny.
wearing it. That's so funny to me. Like, Aritzia sizing is just beyond me anyway.
Well, she probably got it oversized anyway.
Oh, 100%. But I'm just saying, like,
The fact that he was wearing it,
that's so
that's
funny.
yeah.
Um,
It was 2 episodes ago.
okay.
So he was
Okay.
wearing like a little white wife beater under
Yes,
it.
he was.
Oh,
Okay.
and you were talking about Nick's style when he's with Elandria.
Mhm.
He pops off.
That's what I'm saying. He's so much hotter when he's with her.
Yeah, you're right.
I just didn't like, from the beginning, I didn't like him with that girl.
Yeah.
And she's going to be referred to as that girl because she doesn't even deserve to have a name. Honestly.
Yes. And so next week we'll go over the winners and what we think about that. And since this is our first season of watching it, like they didn't do a movie night, they didn't.
No.
So that's just interesting to see. I'm excited to go back to last season, see how they do that.
Yeah. I think this was a good debrief, and we're definitely going to be, it might be a little bit more passionate and fiery next time, depending on who wins.
Agreed. Yeah.
So we're going to do a little intro to start, kind of give some background on ourselves. So do you want to start, Ellie?
Yeah, so I'll start.
That's right.
All right, I'll get started. So I am a couple years post grad and I work at a job that my major has nothing to do with. So we're just kind of living life, paying the bills right now.
Do you want to say what you went to school for?
Oh yeah. I got my bachelor's in exercise science. I really enjoy it. It's hard to get a job in that type of field and not do physical therapy.
Yeah. How did you know that you didn't want to do physical therapy? Like, how did you know for sure that that wasn't something you wanted to do?
I didn't want to do 3 more years of school and
Oh,
be
okay.
$100,000 in debt. Also, the schooling is very hard to get into. And after I did more research, I was like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
I have so much respect for people that do like clinicals like that, like nursing school and stuff. Like,
Yeah, I did not want to do that either.
I don't know how you can't have a job. Like, I mean, I guess you could, but you'll just be like, so much respect for people like that because I cannot imagine like
Yeah.
being in that kind of environment.
You'd have to work more like nurses, they do those 12-hour shifts, or if you're a server to
Ugh.
make more money
Yeah.
in a shorter amount of time, I guess.
Yeah. So did you have a goal that you wanted when you decided that you were going to do exercise science? Did you have a certain like outlook that you wanted to have a job as? Like,
I just enjoy learning about like anatomy, muscles, how the body moves, stuff like that. So I'm
yeah,
glad
you were into that. I was not.
learned more about how that is, but it did not prepare me for the world. But I can still like look and get jobs that I want to. It's harder.
So what do you do now then?
I work in the medical equipment world and I just process the order. So I'm like on the back end. So I'm not even, I'm at a desk all day. That's really fun.
How do you feel being still like customer service facing?
Yeah, I don't like that. But it's part of it. It's whatever. This isn't forever, so we'll see.
Okay, well, I am more recently post grad. I am one of the very fortunate people that are able to get a job in their field pretty early on. I don't want to say
That you enjoy.
yes, I did struggle for months to try and find a job post grad. Like
It's hard out there.
yeah, it's very hard. I was getting very hard on myself. But I did get a job that I really enjoy that's in my field. I am in grad school, so that's something.
Getting her master's. If you know, you know.
That definitely is something that that I wanted to keep my eyes like ahead to know I needed a certain job that was going to be able to both support me financially, but also, be that kind of gateway into grad school. Because if you're in grad school, you know that it's not easy and it's definitely very time consuming.
Especially having a job,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
A full-time job in grad school is no joke. But I mean, it's worth it. It's all going to be worth it.
Did you even say what your...
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
So I work for a nonprofit that focuses in HIV prevention and care. I'll get started on a whole tangent later on about
Yeah, let's not get her started right now.
yeah.
That's a whole
But
nother episode.
yeah, but I just always had a love for just helping people, and I knew I could not do. I know we were just talking about like the clinical side. I can't do clinical. Like I can't do it. I have so much respect for people that do it.
Which I did do that for a little over a year, and I did enjoy it, but
Yeah, see, I
yeah,
think I
it's
don't
a lot.
know. I just couldn't. I'm not. I'm. That's just not my personality. I'm more of the like back end, and not even like administrative. I'm just more. I don't
Not
know.
upfront with the patient.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because honestly, my back started hurting running around all the time. Back, my hips, it's rough.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, should I mention what I'm in grad school for? So
Yeah.
I'm getting my Master of Public Health in Epidemiology and Health Education. So,
So explain that, because a lot of people don't know what that is.
so epidemiology is basically looking at like the patterns of how certain it can be a disease like chronic disease, infectious disease, there's maternal mortality, all these different things, seeing how they function in different environments and what causes them to be an influx or a decrease, that sort of thing. Um, I haven't really decided on my specialty. I'm leaning more towards infectious disease.
Do you
And
have to have a specialty,
you
or is that just
there
something you kind of pick?
it's something you kind of pick. Like
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to have one, but like when you go to apply for jobs, it'll literally say like HIV, or it'll say
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
Alzheimer's, or it'll say Hashimoto's. Like it'll specify like what branch you're in. And I'm leaning more towards like infectious disease branch. I don't have a specific like I want to work with, like a specific infectious
Yeah.
disease. I don't
Well,
have
that
that
really
now.
limits you too,
Yeah, it does.
especially
Like
in the beginning.
I think now since I've worked with HIV for a little bit now, like I really do enjoy working with it. I mean, it's such a strong issue right now and a prevalent issue. Um, so I mean, I can definitely see myself doing that, but I feel like that's a little bit more narrow-minded to where I wouldn't be able to find like I want to open up my spectrum for life, honestly.
Which I guess that's a good segue. Like, that's hard to do. Like, we live in the South. Like, there's just so
Yeah,
much. I feel like that really shapes it.
it definitely does. Like I feel like if we were somewhere else, it would be a lot easier. But I mean, that's just something I'm gonna have to navigate and try and figure out
Yeah.
whenever I do end up graduating. I try not to think about it right now, or else it makes me sad, honestly.
Yeah, well, I guess now we can get into like our little personalities. Like
Yeah, I think
different.
that would really. I don't know how alike we sound, so I feel like it'll help kind of differentiate between like
Oh,
the
you're
two
right. I
of
didn't even think
us.
about that.
Yeah, so I think it would definitely help to know like what you're like and what I'm like, and how we actually are super different, but very similar at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we can talk about our personalities a bit so everyone knows, who we are, what we
Why did you get so ASMR for a second there?
So,
Like what we sound like.
I guess I would say I'm more of the quieter, reserved one where you're more outgoing. Would you agree with that?
I don't even know if outgoing is the word, but I think it's just
No,
more of
when
like.
we were little, you always had little friends all the time. And I was always having to drive her somewhere,
I think it's just
picking
more
her
of
up.
like I don't take crap. Like I don't let people push me around. I don't.
I wouldn't say I do that, but I let it more than you.
Yeah, you have a very like anxious personality. So I think that that
Mm-hmm.
definitely plays a role in it to where I have to be a little bit more like I don't know. Is firm is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Are you saying I had more friends than you?
When we were little, for sure. But you grew out of that.
Oh.
So let's
Continue.
see. I would definitely say I'm the more fashionable one. Emmy's really grown, like came around. She's really improved her style with my help.
Oh, thank you.
Wouldn't you say?
I mean, I'm more comfort over looks.
Oh, she's very a modest queen. She's a modest queen. I'm not,
Yeah, you're
because we're only young once.
I was gonna
So
say you're slutty, but I don't want to get canceled, so I'm not. Actually, I can say that you're my sister,
yeah,
which is fine. Like, if you have the body and you have not even just the body, like if you have the confidence to do it,
it's confidence.
yeah,
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
what. Yeah,
I just feel more comfortable being covered.
yeah. Well, we can't in this heat.
It's true.
So we both took the Enneagram test. Is that how you say it?
Enneagram, I think my
Enneagram.
work paid for me to take like the in-depth, like 180 question, like
Yeah, and when she told me that, I was like, oh no, she's a number two, 100%. And what were you?
as a number two.
Yeah. I think I took it a long time ago, but I think I was a nine.
Can you guess who else a number two is, celebrity wise?
You act like I would know a
Dolly
celebrity.
Parton.
Oh my
And I feel like
god.
that makes so I am
Are you comparing yourself to Dolly Parton? Because
no, I'm not.
I don't see
I'm
that.
just saying.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Would you say, do you know like the different types of personalities? Like type A, type B, type
Oh,
C?
you're type A.
And thank you so much.
You say I'm type
Um,
what? C?
I think that's what you are. I would assume that's what you are. Let me look it up because I don't know.
Yeah, Emmy's type A. She's a little more anal. She's just very structured, and I'm organized too, but she's just more like can't go with the flow, which I haven't been like that my whole life. I've definitely worked on it.
Okay, so C is detail oriented,
Yeah.
follows rules,
Mhm.
organized.
Mhm.
It says less emotional, so I don't know about that. I feel, oh no, I feel like you're D. That's what it was. I said I think you're type D.
What is that?
Fear of the unknown, dependable,
Yes. Yes.
trustworthy, shy,
Mhm.
anxious, like stability.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do not like change.
You know what mine says? Controlling, ambitious. Hey, ambitious is a good word. I have issues with control. That is definitely. I've gone to therapy for that though. We'll talk about that later on.
Mhm. She's come a long way. But yeah, we can
Oh,
talk
thank
about that
you.
later on.
But anyway, I feel like you should talk a little bit more about like how you've grown from a child to now being in your, I don't know, almost 30. No, I'm kidding.
Just because you're in your mid-20s, she's like, "Oh, you're 30." No.
I'm having a Kylie moment. Leave me alone.
Yeah, when we were little, I like wouldn't like at school, I would not go to the front. I wasn't loud. I was quiet, reserved, just did my work, kept my head down. I did not want to be called on. Hated that. That type of stuff.
I feel like you've just always had such an anxious personality.
Yes.
But I
Yeah.
feel like you've gotten better. Like you're
Like I took
still.
speech class online. So I didn't have to like give
That's
speeches.
okay. Public speaking though, that's like completely different. Like
Yeah, but even in our small school, when there's a classroom full of 20 people, like, no, I could not do that.
yeah, I think that's important to know. Also, like when she says that she did not like being called on. We went to an elementary school that had I think like 200 people, like including staff. Like it was a very
Yeah, that's probably
small.
right.
I think my classroom there were 12 kids
Yeah.
in each of because we did like the numbers by like last names, and I was always
11 or 12.
11. I was
Yeah.
always 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
I want to be like hashtag Mac Baby 11. I'm gonna have the
Oh
Alicia
my
Marie
god.
moment, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so I think that shows even more like your anxiety from a young age. I feel like I was the complete opposite, to where I was like, I was honestly a goody two shoes. Like,
I was too.
no, I think more of like, I was more like, I want to be friends with everybody so that way,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
She was a pick me.
Oh,
No.
no, not a pick me. I think it was just more like I wanted. I don't know. I think that ties into like the type A of like if I can control. Yeah, if I can
Yeah.
control who's in my circle, then I can control like what they think of me and like how I can be. Like I want to show people that I'm a good person. But I also think that falls into like my zodiac, being an empath and like stuff like that.
Yeah, so we can talk more about that. What is your zodiac sign?
I'm kind of embarrassed to say it. I'm a Cancer.
I don't think that's bad.
I don't think it is either, but I get so tired of people saying like, "Oh, you're so emotional, you're so this, you're so that." Like I feel like whenever I tell people I'm a Cancer, I never get positive
No,
reinforcement.
if you told me you were a Gemini, nope, can't talk to you no more.
Okay, so that's a very important thing to know. Ellie is a lot more into zodiac signs than I am.
I
Like
don't know
I am
everything, like the rising, moon, whatever.
I think I'm a Leo rising.
Oh god.
I think
But
I have
I'm a
this little app.
Virgo, so I'm just very chill.
Oh,
Virgos are
everyone
superior. Every Virgo I know is like chill.
I feel like we have so many at least me, like you're a Virgo, so I don't know if I can include like if you can say the same thing. I have so many Virgos in my life. Like
Hmm.
our mom is a Virgo, you're a Virgo, my husband's a Virgo. So I just feel like there's just so many Virgos that I'm surrounded by. Like those are three major people in
They
my life.
shaped your life,
Yeah.
Virgos. Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know. Maybe I have Virgo tendencies if that's the case.
I didn't even think about that. You might have, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just always tired of being told I'm sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, but like being a Cancer since you're in the summer, you got all the like pool parties. You
Yeah.
got, I mean, you didn't have to go to school on your birthday.
Yeah, that definitely is something.
Always had to go to school on my birthday. Like, usually couldn't swim because it well, global warming. Now you could swim in September, but like then you couldn't. And it
My
was like football season, so if I had a party, everyone was like, "Oh, like we have
It's college
soccer or
football.
football or we're watching, yeah, or a
Yeah.
cheer." I don't know.
I'm sorry. I was just reading my whatever, what is it called? What is that called when you get your daily
Oh, your horoscope.
my horoscope. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was reading my horoscope, and I feel like this ties into the type A. It says you've been measuring progress in miles when you could count inches. That impatience isn't ambition, it's fear.
Oh my gosh, our mother used to always say, like, stop thinking about the future. You need to think in the present, live in the present. 'Cause Emmy was always worried about the future and what
Yeah.
she's gonna do, which she still kind of is, but
Okay, so actually, Cancer, Leo moon, Scorpio rising.
okay, okay.
Should I read what that means?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not one of those people that knows all that, which is really
So
cool.
it
But
says that your sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are. And so for me, it means I'm fundamentally sensitive, nurturing, and gentle. Your emotions seem like a burden to you. Yeah,
would you find that's true?
yeah, I
Okay.
definitely would. Um, oh, it says I feel like I need to distinguish myself from others through darkness, rebirth, transformation. It's a little too deep for me, I think. Okay, so your mood or your moon determines your moods, emotions, and feelings. This is the sign that you most likely think of yourself as. For me, mine being Leo, I'm just like canceling myself because this sounds terrible. It literally
What?
says your emotional self is dramatic, expressive, idealistic, and somewhat self centered.
We are dramatic people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We get that, but from both sides.
Okay, and then a rising basically means that, oh, it's a mask you present to other people. So it's your personal style or how you want to come off to people when you first meet them. Some say it's less relevant as you get older. It changes every 2 hours. So if you're off on your birth time, which
Yeah,
I
I think
know,
that's different. I don't know what app you're on, but I think that's, I don't know
well,
how
it
it
tells me that
works.
I'm passionate, strategic, and perceptive.
Hmm,
So
yeah, I would say that.
I feel like yours is probably similar, just more like level minded. I get very heated.
Yes, and then you can't let go of stuff.
No.
Yeah, she'll hold a grudge forever.
You do too.
I used to.
Okay.
I don't do that anymore because I'm like trying to just live life and I don't want
Zoloft,
to dwell on that.
please sponsor her.
Yeah, thank you,
That's,
Zoloft.
I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like that's definitely, so as like I previously mentioned, I went to therapy, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people can benefit from, especially if you have a personality that's a little bit more like controlling and,
Yeah.
whatever. But I remember I was talking to my therapist about just like family dynamics and how you're so anxious. And she gave me a really good analogy that I think is so beneficial for everybody. And she explained life as a like swimming pool, basically. So your everyday emotions, your stress, everything is water. And some people can float and just chill and be fine and not feel like the water is going to take them under. Some people need to have floaties or a flotation device, so like
Which is
anxiety
me.
medicine, yeah, you,
Yeah.
because they feel more safe if they feel that kind of like, something to keep them
Calmness.
under, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to keep them up. And then she said like, some people need full on, what am I even, like life vests
Yeah,
essentially.
like a raft.
Yeah.
You need like a whole nother boat.
Yeah, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
And I think ever since I heard that analogy, I was like, wow, like I think you started to make a lot more sense to me as well. Even though I feel like our dynamic is pretty good. Like I feel like we're pretty close. But I feel
Yeah.
like I understood you on a whole different level. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just your Virgo.
Yeah, and I think that's a good note to leave on for our first episode.
Yeah, we just really wanted to start this as a form of like a creative outlet, but also we are yapping to each other every second of every day. So might as well keep these memories, keep this out
Yeah,
there.
it's more of a memory thing for me.
Yeah,
Like, I'm excited because in however many years we can look back and be like, oh, look at that.
yeah. So yeah, this is Little Chicks,
Thanks for
and
listening.
we hope you come back.